Welcome to Happy in Tech. My name is Taylor, joined here with Whitney. Whitney, how are you doing today?
Good. Excited to
Good.
discuss the Pixel, which I have right here.
Yes, we both have the Pixel 10 Pro. So we both went with the smaller phone this year. Actually, I take that back. Mine is in Moonstone and Whitney's is black.
Yeah, by
But
accident.
by accident, yeah, that's a long story we may or may not get into. But how are you liking the Pixel so far? Now, I want to let everybody know that you are probably the most insightful person when it comes to Pixel. You've literally had every Pixel ever made going back to the Nexus days. I'm not even sure some people even remember what Nexus is or was. It's been what 10 years now since they've moved from that. But how do you like the Pixel and how do you think the progression of the Pixel series has gone up until the 10th year this year? So how do you like it so far?
I definitely do have some thoughts on that. That's right. I'm 30 something years old and I've never had an iPhone. And I've tried Samsung a few times and have always just gone back to Pixel. And I guess the reason is because, the Pixel exclusive features that just keep me coming back in the camera. And I just find it hard to live without, when I try another phone. So I think with Pixel, it has kind of gone something like this where they take two steps forward and one step back. So this launch kind of just reminded me of the 9 Pro XL and the 8 Pro XL. It's kind of just like the same phone, right? But the software has definitely improved for sure, and the hardware, but this one is just really similar to last year. And so I didn't really get that that huge excitement of I'm gonna unbox and have a brand new phone that I've never used before. It's the same phone. So, but I love
It
it
is.
because it's the same really good camera and the same really good software. And, I was disappointed in a few things, and we can get into that as well. Um,
Yeah,
but
we
yeah.
certainly will.
And what do you
So
think?
I've
Because you basically you weren't even going to get the 10 Pro this year. You had some reservations about it, right?
yeah, I was debating whether or not to basically get it because on one hand, look, it is essentially a and we found out just the other day that you can put a Pixel 9 case on a Pixel 10. So it's
Yeah.
basically a carbon copy, right, of the previous generation, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's why I didn't know if I was going to upgrade or not because I was like, well, what's the difference, right? But after using this and actually having it in hand, and that's what I've been telling some people is look, if you're kind of undecided, just go ahead and get it. You can always return it, right? Everybody's got a return window, but there's something about it, and it's hard to like put my finger on. It feels now it's heavier this year, right? They put bigger batteries in them. It
Yeah,
feels a little
it
more
is.
premium. It feels it's a little more heavier, and the software is snappier. It's faster. It's smoother.
Yeah.
So it looks like they've. It's like everything we love from the Pixel 9 series. They've just built upon it and like actually refined it this
Yeah,
year.
they
Now,
they actually have. Now, if you listen to some of the reviews out there and you're on Reddit, and I mean, they're just getting crushed, like they're getting trashed. I mean, and it's
that's why I don't
off-putting
get
because
on
you're
Reddit.
like, yeah, exactly. I kind of felt down about my decision at certain points. I was like, should I just go and get the iPhone? And mind you, this would be my first iPhone ever. And I've tried like iPhone. I have tried it, but I haven't like actually put my SIM card in there and used it.
Yeah, right.
They've come a long way too, But I think that now they still don't have a clipboard. They still pretty restricted as far as like using it with a PC and things like that. So that's probably stopping me from going all the way iPhone. And the fact that I'd have to spend like literally thousands of dollars to get a watch, to get a earbuds and all that, that would just be, terrible. I'm already,
Yeah.
Android central over here. So it would be harder. So I was thinking about, is my decision, I mean, have I made the correct decision? Now, mind you, I only paid like $177 on the Google Store to upgrade. So it was, at the end of the day, now that I think about it, it's a no-brainer. Like if you get those
Yeah.
discounts, if you get the email with the coupon and you're trading in a device, like come on, you're not even paying that much to upgrade. So now that I
Right.
think about it, you know, I should have just jumped right in 2 feet in. So the device has been great. I don't necessarily know what they're talking about as far as, how bad the video recording is. And I've seen some comments out there that are essentially saying that this video camera is not even good enough for like home videos. And it's like, is that true? Like, I've been taking little videos of, my kids' birthdays and our cats and things like that. And I just find it more than fine, more than okay to do those types of things with. I'm not some kind of professional. And I understand next to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it does stutter and it does do this and that, but my goodness, they are trashing the video camera like crazy. Like you just think that this phone is a POS and like don't buy it, definitely not. But I don't find that that is the case at all. I find that it's fine for what normal recording. And then you have Video Boost, which is going to definitely kick it up a notch. Now, I understand it takes hours, but at least you have it, right? At
Yeah.
least it's an
Yeah.
option. So, man, this phone is really getting trashed. And really if you think about it, that's every year because people are always disappointed in the video camera, the modem, and the chip.
Now here's
It
what I
is
think.
every
I think
year.
the I think it's every year. I think the people that are trashing it haven't actually used it. I think they're taking the Dave 2D video and using that as fuel to just trash on it. I honestly, and look, maybe a couple of people have the phone and are talking bad about it, but I think a large
Yeah,
majority of the people are just looking to trash Pixel and or Google or make themselves feel better about having a Galaxy or an iPhone, right? Like going back to the going back to debating whether or not to getting it, look, Google didn't really expand on. They didn't really at the launch, right? That was a flop. I think everybody can agree. Google
oh my
fans,
God, that
Pixel
was
fans, or
cringe
not, that was pretty
disaster.
bad. Now, one of the things that got me is that they didn't entice people, or they didn't like necessarily show people or let people know what they did to these devices to improve upon it, because they
That's
mentioned
right.
the CPU like one time. They didn't mention the improvement it has made over the previous generation. So that kind of left me kind of like, well, it's just the same phone, and technically it is, but as I mentioned earlier, it's more
It is, but it
refined.
isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't.
It,
Now,
it's a it's a little refined. And then one thing with Pixel, and I know people don't like to hear this because they want you to accept the device for the price that you pay for it on day one. So they don't want to hear about, oh, it's gonna get better, 2, 3 updates, just give it a chance. You get what you pay for day one up front. And I mean, I disagree. Like, again, I've had Pixels for 10 years and I can't get away from them. And it's because they do get better over time. But you can't really tell people that. They don't believe you and they're not going to spend $1,000 or whatever amount they're going to spend, trade in their very good device for, and just to be disappointed with their Pixel. So, I mean, if I had anything to say to try to convince someone, I mean, I would still just say, just give it a try. I mean, I
Yep.
don't necessarily think that you should just put your trust in reviewers. And I know you try to
Correct.
show them certain things yourself on your channel, but it's something that you have to see for yourself whether or not you can live with the downsides, because the cons, because there are cons with every single device that you own. I mean, that's true. Nothing's
Yep.
perfect.
No
So
phone is no phone is perfect. Now, I
no
think
phone
the
is perfect.
Dave 2D video, if people are unaware, Dave 2D is a pretty I think he has over 3 million subscribers, so a
Oh
rather
yeah,
big
it's
YouTube channel.
huge.
He put a video out showing the night sight video mode, and there was a couple still photos in there of night mode, still photo and video, but it was mainly night sight for the video, and it looked horrible. And
It was
I'm
terrible.
yeah, I was thinking, Jesus, there's only two things that could have happened. Either he got a bad unit, a review unit, which I don't
No,
know how
it's
that could
easy to say
happen,
that, right? Sounds like you're making
or
excuses. But
he
I mean,
intentionally made it bad, because I
right.
released a video
I can't say that.
today that shows I have night on my video that I posted. I have a night mode video here in the regular video here side by side, so people can see exactly what it looks like with night mode and without, and it's awesome with it on. That's one of the, and nobody records in this. Like, if you search YouTube for Pixel night sight video review,
Right.
not that many videos, and it's a shame because it is freaking amazing.
Yeah, we
It
need more
is
we need more
amazing.
content about that, because um it just seems like that was the one video that everybody just ran with. And there are a few others testing the video camera, but this is the one that stood out, and they trust Dave 2D, of course, and he's been in the game for a really long time. So he is trustworthy. But it's like, what happened? What happened? What could have caused this?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
it
don't know
is
what happened.
disastrous. It looks terrible. Even the front
In
camera, which, I mean, to me, the front camera on the Pixel 10 Pro, I mean, it just picks up so much more light to me than any other camera without the crushing and distortions and all of that. Because it is a 50
right,
megapixel camera. So, I
yeah,
mean, it
very
is supposed
capable.
to look way better than that. And I know he showed some front selfie cam video, and next to the iPhone was just picking up more light, and the Pixel 10 was dark. It was too dark
Right.
and looked terrible. I don't
And just to
understand
be
it.
clear for non-Pixel users, if you have not tried one, the video night sight mode is basically where it'll record video at night and just make it look more illuminated. Like, it makes it more clear, more a little brighter. But it can only be shot on the back sensors, because I know
Mm,
somebody in my comments the other day was asking, can you shoot it from the front sensor and the rear? And it's only the rear. So it does make it kind of hard doing selfie videos, because you have to turn the phone around. You can't really see what you look like, right? Because you have to shoot from the rear
yeah,
sensors.
yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. You can still shoot that way. It's just a little awkward, but it's amazing. And I'm gonna do a video boost mode, which is meant for like daytime, right? Put that out there. It's pretty amazing. But one thing that sucks, that we got rumors earlier in the year, probably about 4 months ago, that we heard with this new CPU, this new chip, that all the video boost mode and night sight stuff was going to be processed on device, that the CPU upgrade was going to be that
Yes.
good. And
And
womp womp womp. It's still the
yeah,
same. It still sends it to the cloud. Now, I did my
it still
video shoot
does.
last night at about, what was it, about 9 o'clock. Now, I just shot it and forgot about it. I got up this morning and was like, oh yeah, let me go see if my video's ready. And it was, but it's still it still sucks that you have to essentially
Yeah, I
wait
agree.
anywhere from what, three,
Especially if
four,
you have
five
to edit a
hours.
video. Yeah, especially if you have
Exactly.
to edit.
Exactly. It's one of those
You
things you
can't
shoot
wait.
and you forget about. But we were
Hmm.
hoping it was going to be on device this year, and we did not get that. So
Yeah.
it sucks, but it is what it is. And did you know they cap the videos at 10 minutes? I found out the
What?
hard way.
I did not
Yes.
know that. Oh yeah,
Yes, I found
I
out the
think there
hard
was
way.
something like that.
Both night mode
On the
and
9
video
Pro XL.
boost, 10 minutes. Because
Wow.
I went
Oh
to
yeah, because it
max and I
overload
was
the
like, whoa. And it said
servers.
something like, yeah, they probably don't want like hour long videos. That's gonna, you're
Yeah,
right.
right,
It's
right,
gonna
right.
like slow their servers
Jesus.
down. So if you want a
Honestly,
longer, usually now you can always just hit record again real quick, but they cap it at 10 minutes. So
oh my God, that's terrible. And that's what I mean. This is what I'm talking about with the whole thing about Pixel, Google taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And it's stuff like this, man. The
yeah,
modem
it's
too,
a difference.
you
It's a
know,
difference.
it works, but we've got, the true flagships out there that are, getting the 5G advanced and with their modem
Yep.
and the video camera capabilities on device, and the chip can handle a whole lot more.
Right.
So it's disappointing. It really, really is, and that is what people have to take into consideration.
However, it does look like they did upgrade. Now, let me rephrase this. They did not upgrade the modem. It's the same modem, meaning your modem
Same.
is, for those of y'all that don't know what a modem is, it's like your home modem for your internet. It's in your phone. It's a little tiny chip, smaller than the CPU, but it handles your Wi-Fi connectivity and it handles your carrier services connectivity, like your cell towers. And they did not upgrade. It's the same modem from last year. However,
Same.
it looks like it's performing better this year
It
because
is. It is.
speed tests are better, signals are better, and they did all that by just moving around the antennas and using AI to basically
Yeah,
implement
software.
and
I
aggregate
mean,
the
it's
yeah
amazing.
the signal. So they're making minor improvements. Now, I haven't even thought of
Minor.
this, but I don't, and maybe I'm getting ahead of ourselves too much, but Pixel, I don't even want to talk about Pixel 11, not not quite yet, but
Yeah,
moving, we'll
yeah,
just
it's
say
around the corner. I mean, the leaks are.
moving forward, let's say they'll probably upgrade the modem next year, and the CPU will be even better than next year. But will all this video boost and night mode
Yeah,
and all
they
that stuff be
better.
on device? We have no idea. But
I mean, can
I
you
like,
imagine another year? Can you imagine another year where they are not doing on-device recording in 4K 60 with HDR? Can you imagine if they put that out again? I mean,
yeah, they're gonna
and
they're
they
gonna catch a
could,
lot of
and
heat
they
for that.
could. They're gonna catch hell. Like nobody's gonna buy another Pixel again. I might not even. Like it has to stop. And they better
Yeah,
not put what's his name? Jimmy Fallon or any
what a
other
joke that was.
celebrity that doesn't even use an Android device in real life. Come on.
That's the
You're
other
not fooling
thing
anybody.
is that nobody that tests these on YouTube, nobody that they pay to promote these actually uses one in real life.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody's an
We don't believe
iPhone
you.
user.
I don't even believe
Everybody.
half of the big YouTuber tech reviewers. I do not believe you. All the videos out there that are saying that, oh, I'm switching back to Android, switching back. I don't think you ever switched at all. I don't think you switched from
No.
iPhone ever. Like I see you guys with your iPhones. I'm sorry, with your Apple Watches, and they're on all the time. So come on,
Yeah.
you
They're just
know.
making videos and that's all it is.
Yeah, they're just making videos and making money. Good for you, but or good for them. But yeah, I don't believe that at all. I'm sorry, but
Were you happy with the colors this year?
no, 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 no. I was not happy. So we actually ordered three devices. We actually ordered the first device ever that I ordered was from T-Mobile, and it
Mm-hmm.
was the Pixel 10 Pro 256 gig in Obsidian. And that is because that was the only color they had in 256 gig. And I have to get the 256 because it has the UFS 4.0, right? That was
Correct.
the only one
Yep.
that was, yep. So that, you see what I'm saying too? That's another reason why, two steps forward, one step
Yeah.
back,
It's
because
like they're
that
shooting
was,
themselves in the foot or with the
why isn't
with
it
this
not
carrier
available?
stuff.
Yeah, why is it not available in every color, in every storage? Well, not every, but at least 256. And they should all start at 256 because who is using 128 gig in 2025? It's just not going to work. And
No.
so that's what we did first. Then you had to get a phone. Well, you were undecided. But finally we figured out that you were going to upgrade. You were going to get a phone because you were going to give it a chance, and you weren't happy with any of the colors either.
No, I
So,
wasn't.
but right, and we got Moonstone. We got Moonstone with Google Fi. And that's because they're giving you the phone for free, completely free. No trade in, no down payment, no anything. You just have to have a new line, which we're totally okay with porting one line over and getting the phone for free. That's the most important thing, was getting the phone for free. And then so that came, and we got to see the Moonstone color in person. And yes, it is stunning. It is a really nice color, really, really nice color. And to me, that's the only nice color. And there aren't that many colors. So, and
Right.
there isn't anything for the girlies this year either. So I don't like the
Yeah,
gold. I
there's
don't
really
like the
not.
gold frame. I don't like the gold trim and all that stuff. So it was going to be Obsidian for me or Moonstone. Long story short, we're not keeping the Fi. We're sending that back. And then I ordered a separate one from the Google Store, and that one's Moonstone, and that one's yours.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I mean, Obsidian's okay. I haven't had a black phone since like Pixel 4 XL. Have not had a black phone since then. But Obsidian's okay. It looks very sleek, very stylish, very Batman, you know?
Yeah, it
So,
is a. They actually did the black one, well, halfway right this year because I've always thought with the black one they need to put a black camera bar on the back, and they need to that
yes.
and they made it a. It's not entirely black, but they made it a black shade, so to speak. And because on the 9 series, the black one has like a silverish, goldish camera bar,
Yeah.
which
I,
doesn't
I
match.
can't
And
do the
one thing
gold.
that I don't like about how Google does their Pro Series phone, so I wish they would wrap the color on the back of the phone. I wish they would wrap it around the sides because on these Pros, they have a shiny border. And I wish, and get this, on the base model, they wrap the color completely around the phone. So if you turn the phone sideways, it's the same color as your phone if you look at it from the back. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the shiny silvery stuff.
Yeah, not a fan.
I wish it was
Fingerprints.
moonstone on the side and moonstone on here, or
Yeah.
just fingerprints.
It's
And
not
there's some
matching.
cases, not going to say which case company it was, but there's some cases that if you keep them on your phone for too long, it'll keep an imprint of that case around the border of
Oh,
your pixel. Do you remember
yes. And
that?
it changes
And
the
it took
color over time.
forever. Yes, and I actually rubbed it off, but I was not a happy camper when that happened earlier. So
Right.
um, I just wish they would make some. And I don't know if they're going to keep the same design moving forward. I actually like
Yeah.
it now. I know you can't stay with this design forever because you're look.
Yeah.
They're on the
You're gonna end
second
up like
year of this
Apple.
design, and they're still receiving hate for, oh, it's the same phone. And every time I see that
Yeah.
comment, I'm like, yeah, Apple's had the quote unquote
Apple,
same phone for
Samsung.
7
Yeah.
years. Like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about here? Google does it for 1 year and everybody jumps down their throat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, give them a
Yeah.
break.
There's
Well,
also,
it
just thinking about it, like there's also like not much you can do with
There's not.
a slab
There's not.
phone when it comes to the
There's
camera
not.
setup, and there's
And
only
that's
so much
why I think
space.
a lot of these companies are kind of set in their design language because
Right.
there
What more
because
can you
it, you
do?
know exactly what phone it is when you look at it, right?
Hmm.
Even with this new iPhone that's coming out, basically looks the same. They just moved the what is it, the flash and the sensor over to the right side. That's basically all they did. So
Yeah.
Apple's not even really
Man,
changing a design.
that phone is ugly.
And what
I do
about
not like that design.
the
So I
iPhone
better just stay
17
with my
Air?
Pixel.
One cam, it's paper thin, but it has a one camera. And it has
I
like a
mean,
2800 million per hour battery. It's going to last you like till for people that go that have a 9 to 5, you're going to get up at what, 5 or 6, go work out, you're going to eat breakfast, you're going to shower, you're going to go to work, and by lunchtime it's going to be time to charge it. So it's literally only lasting like half of a day in testing. So
I'm gonna
that's
I'm gonna
that's a
feel the
complete
same
flop.
way about all those people that bought the or that buy the 17 Air as I do about the people that bought the 16. What is it? 16E? Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
the
The little
smaller
one.
one, the little
Yeah,
affordable
like
one,
what
yeah.
is that? No, 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 no. Why would you buy that
It's
phone? I'm
I don't
sorry
know.
to all the people that bought the phone, but why
Well,
would you
you
buy
can
it?
make you could even say that the 16E is like a kid's phone or like an elderly person phone, right? But who is the Air
Yeah, but
for?
then why would,
Who is the
but
Air
what,
for?
still, why would you buy it? Because you can literally buy the
I
previous
don't.
year, or you can, buy the base model. I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's really because you want a small phone. So let's just
I
say that.
guess.
But
By the
I don't
way,
know.
how do you
It's
like
useless to
going
me.
from a large phone to a small phone?
Yes, and that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I upgraded, and I'm so happy that Google at least did that right. Thank God they didn't separate the two, Pro XL by much, well, at least by the camera this year
Oh, you
and
mean
the
spec
RAM and
wise?
everything. Yeah, spec wise, I mean, I know the
Yeah,
charging's different,
right. There's gonna right,
which by the
and the battery
way,
size is
I am
different, but
experiencing slower charging, but I do need a 40 watt or something like that to
right.
help
We
with
need
that
the we yeah,
because I
correct.
don't have any of those.
Now, I tested mine yesterday and got pretty fast charging. I took a picture of it. 5200, or I guess 5.2 amps, I guess technically going to the phone. Now, I connected that to a One Plus charger which has like up
Right?
to 6 or 7 amps,
Yeah.
which cranks out the juice. So I think we just need to find you a adequate charger, but I haven't had any issues charging mine. So, but
Yeah.
is getting
I'm
used
still
to the
stuck
small
with
size is are you getting used to the small size though?
I am. I love it. I
Because
always
when's the
wanted a
last time you
small
had a
phone.
small? When's the last time you had a small phone?
The Pixel 5 was the small. I did
Yeah,
have the
well,
4A for a
yeah.
little bit and I had the 5 Pixel 5. Those were pretty small. And then it's been 6 Pro, 7 Pro, 8 Pro, and the 9 Pro XL, 8 Pro XL, and 9 Pro XL. So it's all been XLs. And I was going to get the 9 Pro last year, but Google was trying to make me wait till freaking October or middle of September to get it. And I just so impatient I couldn't wait. So I ended up getting the 9 Pro XL in the pink color. I forgot what the pink color is called by
uh,
the actual
yeah,
name,
it's
but
some weird name. I wish they would just
yeah,
call it
I can't
pink.
remember it. But it was beautiful. When I saw that phone, I mean, my heart just sunk like it was just beautiful, beautiful device. And see, I didn't really feel that way about this phone because it's the same looking phone and it's obsidian, so it's just kind of like normal. But yeah, so I really really love the small. It's just so perfect, fits in your hand properly.
Yeah,
If you get a good grippy case, I mean, you can reach on this phone. You can really type on
I
this
know.
phone, you can do some things. And it's gonna
Right.
fit in my little purse and everything. So I just love it. I really do. And
Well,
I'm
for
gonna stick with
me,
it.
it was I haven't had a small phone
Mm,
since course, I had the 4A and the 3A, but the 3A wasn't that small. Like it was still like a, I don't know, 6.5 or something. Like this is technically my first small, quote unquote, small phone, uh, maybe ever. I mean, I'm having a hard time. Oh, I take that
Yeah.
back. I take that
It's been a
back. I've
while.
had the S22, right? The small one.
Oh
I've
yeah, yeah,
had,
that's pretty
I used
compact.
that for
Yeah.
recording when I first started my YouTube channel. So I've had, but I haven't really used it as like a daily driver, basically. I've had a small phone, but it's to record stuff or, tinker on. So this is technically like my first officially small phone that I'm going to
I
carry with
love
me every
it.
day. I love it. And especially because I do all my shooting on my Pixel and then I'll transfer that to like either my computer or my Samsung and I'll edit videos on there, right?
Yeah.
Well, with having a big phone, when you shoot, although if I'm shooting like with my 9 series, the 9 Pixel 9 Pro XL is still a big phone. And this year for the 10 Pro XL, they added like 30 grams, so it's even heavier. And it's hard to
Yeah.
hold and shoot
Very
video or a
unwieldy.
picture with one hand.
Unwieldy. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's cumbersome. I
And
I
last
can't deal
night,
with it. And then you put a
no,
case
last
on
night
it,
when I
and
was
it's just gonna be
doing my videos last night, I was like, wow, I'm
this.
not fumbling with it. I'm not getting like a special grip and then raising
Yeah.
it up to shoot. It's just like you just grab it, boom, and shoot right away. So I really have been enjoying this. And it's not too small to where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you have a little rinky dink phone. You know,
Right.
it's still,
Like the
it's
mini,
almost,
iPhone mini.
yes, it's not that small. It's almost 6.4 inches. So
It's
I think it's
perfect.
about the same size as for people out there that have iPhones, it's the same size as the iPhone 16 Pro. Actually, I take it back. It's a little bit bigger, actually. The screen is, but roughly around there. It's a little bit bigger than the iPhone 16 Pro, but just to give you an idea. But it's easy to type on. Well, it's taken some adjusting because they're used to
Yeah.
big phones,
Yeah,
but
used a
it's
bigger
just way
phone.
easier to handle. It's just
It
way
really
easier to
is. It's a
handle.
cute little thing. I love it, and I love the cases I got for it. And it's gonna be easier to use, like especially even recording. You're gonna be able to hold your hand, more still, so you can get those perfect shots. And well, at least for me, you know, be able to
Right.
hold it more still. So, yeah, it's been great. Trying to think if there's anything else we haven't touched on. Well, of course, there's the charging gate, right? The
Yes. The 200
the
cycles
right, the 200
thing.
cycle issue. Yeah, and I I've been talking to, my brother, which he got the 10 Pro XL. He's also had Pixel phones forever. And he was suggesting something like maybe you could cap it off at 80%. I'm not doing that. I'm going to just use the phone like I usually use it and charge it. And we're going to see where we're at in 6 months. And, or maybe even before then, because I'm a heavy, heavy, heavy user. I have a serious problem with being addicted to my phones in general, tech in general, cases, all types of stuff. And that's what I'm hoping to connect with people like me, so that we can talk about our phone addictions and
Right.
and kind of like
Well,
psychoanalyze it. But it is a problem. So I'm a heavy,
people
heavy,
like
heavy
us,
user.
yeah.
Yeah,
People like us
heavy
will go through
user.
that 200
Yes,
cycles pretty quick. So
pretty quick.
so if you do the math, so the news is if everybody's unaware, because I'm not saying like Google's trying to suppress this news or hide it, but
Yeah, I haven't
there's
said a
not that
word.
many stories out there. But so after 200 charging cycles, they are going Google or this on the Pixel is going to reduce your battery capacity to 80%, meaning you can only charge it up to 80% instead of like 100%, like a full battery. So they're going to cap it at 80%, and they're going to
Wait, they
reduce the
are? I
charging
didn't know that.
speeds. Yes, and they're
What?
going to reduce the charging speeds they're going to cut them in half. So it's going to take 2 hours to
I
charge
just
your
thought they
phone.
were gonna make the I just thought they were gonna make the charging speed slower. Oh, well, they're
They're
gonna
going to do
do the
both.
capacity as well. I see.
Correct.
I mean, look, I kind of analyze that myself too, and I can see, if you're a heavy user, if you're always charging your phone, if you're exposing your phone to heat, battery to heat, if you're using these fast chargers and you're doing this repeatedly over the next few months, your battery is going to take a hit anyway. You see what I'm saying? And I think Google is trying to extend the longevity of this of your device to where you can keep it for a few years without having to, you know, have to replace the battery prematurely. But is it BS that you can't turn it off and just use the phone like you normally would? Like, have the
Yes.
option? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's the problem. I want the option to turn it off, and
100%.
I just want to use the phone like how I use my 9 Pro XL. It's fine. It's fine. I've been using it every single day, and I've been charging it, 2 times a day because I'm a heavy user, and it's still fine. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
they
just wanna
they
go back to
need
that.
to they need to make it optional. It's not fair to
Optional.
people that like myself that I'm not going to have this for a year. When the next one comes out, guess what? I'm probably going to get the
Right.
next one, right? Like they make it,
Yeah.
and actually, I haven't really done the math, but it's you can make a case for it may be cheaper to get a new one every year because we only paid what 177 for one, and then one was
And through
free,
T-Mobile, I think it was
and
140
then
something.
yeah, T-Mobile is like 138, I think, with taxes. So if you do that every year instead of waiting 3 years, and your phone's not going to be worth anything, they're not going to give you any trade-in value if you wait 3 to 4 years, and then you're basically going to have to shell out a whole bunch of money. So they've almost made it to where it's more affordable upgrading every year. Now it brings me back to my point: is I'm not going to have this phone for over years, so I don't care about
Neither.
battery capacity. I want
Yeah. Just
slower.
give me
I'm not
fast,
trying to extend the
powerful.
battery.
Yeah.
They need to
But we're the
implement that on phones
minority.
that have been refurbished. I know, we're the minority. But
Yeah.
get
We're
this,
the
so just an
minority.
interesting
It's not for
statistic.
us.
On my
Mm-hmm.
Pixel 9, last year's model, I just checked my battery health, and I've used my Pixel 9 Pro
I haven't
XL
done that.
every single day for 1 year,
Yeah.
every day.
1 year.
And I'm at
Uh-huh.
95% battery
Oh, that's
capacity,
really
and that's
good.
using it.
Wow.
That's very good. I was shocked.
No,
I thought it was going
I
to be
need to
at like
check mine.
85. It's at
Yeah. So see, it's
95%.
fine.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I
It's
think they're
fine. Now,
overstepping. They're overreacting basically
yeah.
because,
And then those
and again
6A
for
fires might have
for
something to do
people
with
that
it.
don't know, that's exactly why they're doing it. The 6A batteries are warping. They're getting hot. And I think there's one or two, maybe three stories out there where they catch fire. Now,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean like you should never use your phone again if you have a 6A, but they are encouraging you. It's a very, because think of how many 6As they've sold, millions, and only one, two, or not one, maybe two or three have
Did
caught
they sell
fire.
millions?
Yeah,
Oh, they
it
did.
was their biggest seller was in Japan. They sold like over
Wow.
5 million in Japan. It's very big
Wow,
in
that is
Japan.
amazing.
I
Yeah, the
remember doing
phone's
that
only like
story.
4 years, well, 5 years old, right? Because the 6A comes out later in the year.
Right? Yeah, it's about 4 years old,
Sp-
something like that.
4 years, okay, 4 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so technically this shouldn't be happening, so
should not.
they
Correct. But we
obviously
don't
they're
know the
trying to extend the
right, and we don't
integrity of
know
the batteries.
the we don't know the behind the scenes information like who manufactured the battery. Maybe that
Yeah,
was an
might
issue.
have
The
been using a
manufacturer
cheap.
cut some corners. Correct. Maybe they when they found that out, they went with a more expensive battery manufacturer that's more safe. Like there's certain things we just don't know, which that's like I want to they can't now the blame does fall on their shoulders because they're putting it in their product, but I'm just saying like and it's a rare thing. They've never really had a quote unquote fire issue on any of their devices. This kind of just popped up in the last couple of months, these stories.
Yeah,
So
that's true. They've been pretty
um
good.
they've
So
been
something
very
with that
good.
6A. Yeah. So
And
I mean, I just want to use the phone like how I normally use it, and but they're what, a multi-billion-dollar company. They
oh
should
yeah.
know what they're doing
Oh
when
yeah.
it comes to so whatever if this is what they're going with, and they are hell bent, and they've decided that this is what they're going to do, then they've done they've done all the research and everything. They know they
Yeah.
should know what they're doing. So I
Yep.
hope they know. But yeah,
I think
I'm
they
gonna be
do
kind of
know.
pissed. if it
If what?
if I notice that, it things if I notice if it affects my charging in a way that I notice, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be a little bit ticked off, and I'm gonna come on here and voice my opinion about that for sure.
Well, you should.
So
I mean, everybody
yeah,
should. And that's like when it came out. There's a lot of, and get this, a lot of people are mistaking this for an option that's already in their settings. Meaning, I've had some people say, "Well, it's already in my phone. I can turn it off when I want to." No, no, no,
nah,
no,
this
no.
is
This
different.
is something you will not even see in your settings. It's just going to be written in code in the Android that they send to your phone every month, and you're not even going to have an option. You will not see it in the settings, but
Man,
you'll
that
notice it
sucks.
after 200 charging cycles. Now, if you calculate one charging cycle per day, right? If that's I'm guessing an average use time, 200 cycle, or excuse me, one cycle a day. And if you go through 200 charging cycles, so it's roughly 200 days, comes out to 6.5 months. So
Or
it's
it's
not
gonna be
that
before
long.
that for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll be about 5 months for us probably. So we'll probably
Jeez.
get there before many other people. So we'll have to wait and see what
Yeah, if
month
I
would
if
that
I
be? If we're
notice
in
it
August,
affecting it,
September, October, November, December. So right around Christmas, right around New Year's would be 5 months. So we'll have to wait and see. I guess
yeah, we'll have to
I'll have to
wait
let
and
everybody
see.
know if our
And
phones charge slower or only go up to 80%. And that's the thing. Are they going to trick people? Is it going to say a full battery on your little battery indicator up there on the top right?
oh yeah,
Is it going
yeah.
to say full, but it's only at 80%? I don't
Well,
know.
I
Like, I
would
don't know how they're going to do
imagine so.
this. I don't, or is it just going to go up to 80? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I wish I had Google's ear. I wish they were listening. I wish I could reach them somehow and tell them, do not do this. Do not do this,
Yeah,
because I have no other phone to go to. And I have no problems with Samsung or using a Samsung phone. I just don't like the cameras. So it would suck for me to have to go that route. But I will if I have to,
right.
man. I will if I have to. Or I don't know if I can do iPhone. I don't know. I'm gonna
Hell
be
no.
really stuck. Me and Pixel are like this. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do if this really affects, my life, like my charging capacity. And
right.
I mean the speeds, okay, fine. Just have to wait a little bit longer, charge overnight type of thing when I'm sleeping. Um, but I can't deal with the 80% capacity. That's gonna really suck.
Yeah,
Like,
that's unfortunate, and especially if
can't deal with
people
that,
that
man.
have jobs or
I
that
know.
like construction workers that work outside, or even if you just go on a hike, if you live in Colorado and you live next to the mountains and you go hiking all the time, that's going to suck because you're not going to have a charger with you, or I guess you can always take a battery pack, but you know what I mean. There's certain instances where that 20% could be an extra few hours, right? Meaning the difference between your phone dying and you still having phone to use. So I don't know.
And
There's a few things Google needs to make a few changes. You're right. I wish they
yeah,
would. It's almost like
wish
they
they
need
would.
like a common sense department where
Common sense.
where it's like,
Real user
you
department,
know,
real user. That's the
yes,
problem. I don't even know if these people use these phones. I mean, didn't they talk about, or didn't they, some scandal come out where, like on Twitter, like all these companies, Samsung, Google, all of them, the people working there use iPhones. They're not using these phones. There's no way you could
and
be
they use
using this
MacBook.
phone and not
Well,
know
I think Google's
certain
one of the
things.
few companies that does not require you to use their own hardware. Meaning, like OnePlus, I think everybody that's employed by OnePlus has to use a
Force
OnePlus,
them to use
or
it.
yeah,
That's
or
crazy.
I'm assuming I don't know how it is at Samsung, but and you would think nothing people that are employed by nothing would. I mean, I'm sure they have iPhones too, right? But yeah, there was. I remember that story, and then there was also if you see online Google employees like actually in the offices, a lot of them have MacBooks. It's like,
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
and
know.
this is the
It's
problem. This is the problem. This is why they can't connect to the real user. Bugs and things that have been plaguing the phones for a long time. It seems like they just never really fully get resolved. And or even the modem. Like if you use the modem in the 8 Pro XL or even the 7 Pro XL, then you would know like it's just total crap. And
yep.
I just don't think that they're experiencing the same things that we are experiencing using this phone. Of course they're testing it, but they don't use it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like on a daily basis.
A real world user, they need a real world user department. But yeah, they should not
Yeah.
do this at all. They should not do this. And I'm just gonna wait and see. I have no idea. I'm gonna be so ticked off, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. And the only way that they're gonna make it optional is if people make noise about it. Because if nobody says
uh
anything, they're just gonna be like, well, no one cares, then let's go ahead and implement it. So now I'm not gonna be talking about this all day every day, but I'll certainly make fun of them every now and then for that, for doing that or bringing that up again. But and I've
yeah.
seen a lot of people saying that's a deal breaker for them. You know, it'd be like buying a
And
Tesla and you all can only charge it to 80%. Or it
right,
takes,
or
instead of
your
taking 45 minutes,
robot
it takes
vacuum.
2 hours to charge
Right.
your car. You
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
it
It's a terrible
sucks.
idea. They got to figure out something else. And I've actually seen some reviews. I don't know by who exactly. I can't really say. But if you look up the battery test videos, the Pixel 10 Pro XLs aren't really lasting as long as the iPhones. Now, I think they're staying a little bit cooler, but
Are
they
they?
are not they're not lasting. I think the iPhone on average is lasting probably an hour or more longer. So we need
Huh.
to look into that a little bit too. So it would be terrible to implement this and then at the same time your phones aren't even, they're not even lasting as long as the iPhone. The battery's not lasting as long on a full charge as long as the iPhone to begin with. So if you do this, man, you might be out of the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they should do that at all. Now, yeah, some videos, man. This phone is getting trashed left, right, and center, left, right, and center. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I still can't part with it yet. I got to give
I
it a
don't know why.
chance.
It's a good phone outside of that
It's
200.
getting trashed. I think
Have
even
you
a gaming video test came out, and the GPU,
really?
it's the game. I think they were playing Fortnite or something like that.
Mm.
So maybe it's not optimized. The phone just came out. Got to give it a chance. Got to give it a chance. Social media
Yes.
testing, like TikTok and Instagram and all that. It's not optimized yet. The phone just
Well,
came out, so we got to give it a
like you
chance.
said, like you said at the beginning of the video, they do get better with time.
They get better over
Like
time. Yeah.
it's like the opposite with Apple. When the iPhones first come out, they're really good phones, like operating system wise. And then, they tend to slow down, mess up, or something happens over time. Though with Pixels and Android phones in general, get better with time because every
They
month you're
do.
getting an update that refines the
Yes.
operating system every single month. And I've had
Exactly.
times where 6 or 7 months into having the phone, I'm like, man, I'm getting a really good battery life. Or, oh man, the cameras seem a little better. One Plus with the One Plus
Yes.
12. The cameras, we're getting better with every update. Nothing with the Nothing Phone 2. When they released it, the cameras sucked. At the end of me owning that, the cameras have improved so much.
Right.
And that was within 10 months, just with every
Yeah, it
update,
gets
improving
better.
it, improving it, improving it. So I
New
think they'll
features.
iron out little issues here and there over time. but I
Yeah.
certainly think it's worth getting. Now, I'm going to do my benchmark test, not today, but probably this week. And look, I'm not expecting it to beat
Yeah, I
the
don't ever pay attention
Samsung,
to those.
but I'm not a gamer, and it really
Yeah.
doesn't have a effect on my day. It's still, you can still multitask on these things like crazy. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, just as much
It's
as a freaking
smooth and snappy
laptop.
for me.
Yes,
I'm not
and
having
you
any
can hold a lot
issues.
of apps in the background.
Yes.
So memory has never been an issue with me and Pixel, um, at all, or
I've never had any of
multitasking.
those.
Right? Never had any issues.
Some people have issue after issue after. I've had how many Pixel? I've never. Okay, Pixel 6 Pro XL. That one did overheat on me, but they did manage to fix it months later to where it totally stopped overheating. But yeah, I just don't have a lot of the issues that a lot of people have, and I'm just like, damn, you have like really bad luck. Like,
Hmm.
like some people are buying this phone and they have, all they already out the box have issues and they have to send it back. And I've never had that type of experience with
Yeah, I've never had
buying
that
a Google
issue
Pixel
either.
phone, and we've bought I don't know how many. Like we should
A
freaking
lot.
own stock or something. Like we
Right?
have our daughter has we give buy them for her, your dad, your parents,
Yep.
when your mom was alive.
My
I mean, your
family.
grandpa, everybody.
Yep.
We're like a Pixel family. Well, it's your second device, but for all of us, like we've been using
Yeah.
Pixel, we've never had an issue, like out the
Right.
box, never
Right.
except for that one overheating with the 6 products out, but it was fixed. So, yeah, this phone is good. I can't talk about that enough. Like, if you're on social media, if you're on Reddit, if you're even on TikTok, people are complaining about the TikTok camera. Guys, it just came out. TikTok has to update to, adjust for the Pixel camera on the new device. I mean, it's the same camera, but they have to do the little optimization.
So what's the deal with that? They have TikTok has to optimize their app for
Yeah,
the
most of
Google
the time
camera, or it's the opposite?
when a new phone comes out, yes, typically social media apps have to optimize for the camera. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, the what is it called? The code.
The camera to
Yeah,
API or
API,
something
camera
like that.
API.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. They have to adjust, they have to optimize on their end so it looks better, to accommodate it. Every phone, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's hard to do for every single Android phone, but typically the Pixel phones do very well on the TikTok camera as well as Samsung. So it's pretty good. It shouldn't be that much different than an iPhone, but people, you know what I mean? Like everywhere are bashing, bashing, bashing this phone, and I can kind of see why they're disappointed, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm not having any of those issues, and I'm just gonna use the phone and pray to God that they don't do this charging 200 cycles cut off at 80% charging limits and all that. I'm just going to pray to God that they don't do that. But
Right.
other than that, I'm having no issue with the phone. I don't have any complaints with the video camera or the screen or the way how any of it works. It's almost perfect to me. Could they
Good.
have done something better with the specs? Sure. But I'm happy. I only paid $100 and odd for it, so I'm good.
Yeah. It's a really good phone, and I think it's getting too much hate online,
Hate,
honestly.
hate, hate, hate,
And
hate,
again,
hate,
that's why
hate.
I'm telling people just go ahead and try it. Just go ahead and try it, and you can always return it. So,
Yeah.
I think I'm really enjoying it. We've only had it for a few days, and I really like it. So I think it's definitely worth purchasing. I think it would fit 9 out of 10 people. I think would be happy with it. So maybe
Right.
one or two of those people that are switching from an iPhone straight to a Pixel, to maybe a Samsung to a Pixel, that want to just try it. But I'm sure some of those it takes a little while to get used to. But 9 out of 10 people, if you had a Pixel, or uh, I think you would be happy
Yeah,
with
you'd
it.
be fine.
So
You'd definitely be fine. I think the majority, and of course, the loudest people are online, complain. That's all they do. And some people might even be paid haters because I'm like, oh, what?
yes, probably
Like, I don't know.
nowadays
They're
I
getting
wouldn't
paid. Apple's
doubt
paying
it.
them. Somebody's paying them to say these
Somebody,
crazy things. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. That can't be real. You don't have the phone. I don't believe you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you got to watch out.
There's a few instances or a few comments or a few this or a few that where I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's like way
are
out
those real
there. Like,
people
whatever you're
or
saying,
are those bots? What's going on here?
yeah,
Paid or
bots and all
paid
that.
people, right? Something going on with that. But um, well, that was a nice episode for our first.
First
I mean, excuse me, a
episode.
nice topic for our first. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else with this Pixel that we missed? Cameras are still basically the best in the game. Don't let anybody tell you anything other. I've had
Right?
every yeah, I've had every Android phone or at least every Android manufacturer, not and even an iPhone, and nothing comes close to Pixels. Even
Well,
Samsung.
for me, it's indoor shots and fast moving objects, pets, kids. I mean, I can't use a Samsung for that reason.
Right, and it's because of
Sorry.
low light, right?
Yeah, the
It's when
low
it gets
light,
into low light is when it's the camera
yes.
starts going bad, right?
Yeah, and when you zoom in low light and then you have a moving object in low light, oh my God, it's not even gonna look like an actual object. It just like it morphs into
Mush.
something. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I tried the
mush.
Samsung, the Flip 7 and had to return that. That's such a cute phone and I would have kept it if it weren't for the
Man.
camera. It's such a shame, man, that it's
Yeah.
not as good as the Pixel or the iPhone camera.
Yeah. It is
But
a
yeah, I think
shame.
yeah, real shame, and I think a lot of people ended up returning it for that reason too. Outside shots, outdoor shots, almost every phone is gonna do well. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
plenty of light, beautiful colors, but indoors it's just not the same. There's no competition there. When Pixel's gonna get the most perfect shot in most
And
circumstances.
and I hear people say, yeah, their photos are good, but their videos are not good. I've I haven't really had a bad experience video wise. Now, there's a couple shooting modes that Samsung has that Google does not, like portrait video
Yeah.
mode. That's awesome. If you have not recorded, well, if you don't have a Samsung, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But sure, like how you take a still photo in portrait mode, where everything's blurry behind you, you can do that, but in video with Samsung phones. I love that. I wish Google would implement that on their phones, and they may or may not. I don't know, but there's just a little couple things here or there. Um, with the Samsung phones. But Samsung has the software experience on lock. You can customize those to high heaven, and I think Google will
Yes, yes.
slowly
It's such
get
a
to
good
that point,
experience. Yeah.
right? I think they will
Camera.
slowly, but
Yeah, yeah,
Samsung
for
is
sure,
just
for sure. I'm rooting for them because you know what? If this Pixel thing falls through for me, that's the first place I'm going next. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for
yeah.
Samsung that they get the camera sorted out when it comes to action shots and all of that. I know the video camera is really good already and really smooth, and it's the closest experience to the iPhone camera video capabilities. So I love the Samsung experience. For the most part. I don't like the duplicate apps and I don't like the camera, indoor camera, low
Indoor.
light camera. Yeah. So, but other than that, man, that's a really good phone. Like you can't really go completely wrong, with any of these phones out here.
For the
It's
most part,
just
yeah, that's
for
a
the
true
most part,
statement.
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
find something you like, if something works, that's the thing. We're not like telling you to go buy a Pixel. If you find something you like and it works for you,
Yeah.
then we're happy. We're just giving our opinion as far as why we like
Right,
Pixel and
right,
what
right.
we think they provide over other. manufacturers. But if you're
Yeah,
happy
you
with
gotta
your
try it.
Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, then be happy with your S24 Ultra. you know,
Right. You
um,
have to definitely try each device and you know, see what
yeah,
works best for you.
that's right.
Yeah, so well, I think that's it. I think we've touched on most of the things
All
that,
right.
were on my mind at least. Our whole experience through the ordering process when we got the phones. I got mine on Friday because it came late after we paid express
I
shipping
do
for
need to
it.
call T-Mobile. Yep. Yep.
So I've had it since Friday. It's a joy. The battery's lasting longer than my 9 Pro XL. It's just the charging, like I said before, that I'm getting a new, bigger capacity, or higher
Charging brick.
charging speed
Yeah.
brick. Yeah. And that should fix it for me. So I'm good. I'm all set. I know we're going to talk about everything, anything, and everything when it comes to Pixel or any other devices. So I'm so excited to get back on here and just speak my mind. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm very tech oriented. So,
Yeah.
and we
And
both are.
we'll probably record once a week. I'm assuming that should be, or if something
Yeah. Or
pops
if
up
there's
that's
anything else that
immediate,
pops up,
yeah,
yeah,
at the latest we'll do once a
we'll
week,
jump
but
on
it could
here.
be, yeah, it could be more for sure. Could be more for sure. Well, I appreciate everybody joining us, and we'll try to cap them maybe around an hour, and that's exactly where we find ourselves right now. So we appreciate the time. Thank you for the introductory podcast, and we will see you, I guess, next
The
weekend,
next
right,
one.
Whitney?
Yeah. And the next one, whenever that is.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good week, and we will see you very soon. Peace out.
Peace out.